Bottom line, DHS agents lie. They act with impunity, they reject checks and balances, and they ignore Congress and the courts. The American people's anger and tolerance of DHS violations of our rights, that's what's the result of DHS unlawful, unaccountable, unconstitutional actions, which put the American people and our liberties at risk every day. Let me be very clear. The Department of Homeland Security, you can quote me on that, is the single biggest threat to public safety right now. You see, DHS agents are using chemical weapons, as you've seen already on footage, on protesters and bystanders by at least 49 times across 18 incidents in Chicago and the suburbs since October 1st. Since U.S. District Court Judge Ellis issued an order forbidding federal agents from using riot control weapons on November 6th, federal agents used chemical weapons at least 4 times later, including 2 cases where agents appeared to fire pepper spray into a moving car, possibly violating both the injunction and Border Patrol rules restricting chemical weapons used on motorists. Greg Bavino and the DHS claimed that he had been hit by a rock in the head before throwing a tear gas. But thankfully, there was video footage, and the evidence disproves it. And he ultimately admitted he was not hit until after he threw the tear gas. Look, the government alleged that Marimar Martinez used her car to assault and impede federal law enforcement. But then, federal prosecutors themselves filed a motion to dismiss their own case. Why? Because while she didn't assault the agents, they did shoot her 5 times, and then they went on and they bragged about it. And you know why rank and file agents think that they're above the law within ICE, within Department of Homeland Security? You know why? Because their leadership, Kristi Noem, they think that they're above the law. DHS leadership lies, they act with impunity, they reject checks and balances, and they ignore Congress and the courts.